The big guy bought some cards, maxing out his MasterCard, adding to his collection, bought his own addiction. It's hard not buying cards. It's hard not buying cards.
Well, I went to the Detroit Sports Card Spectacular back on June 1st, Sunday. It was a wonderful time. It's a great show. They do this in Chicago all the time, and they've kind of expanded out to Detroit. Lord knows where they're going to go next. But the Novi show was one of the best I've been to in a long time. I'll probably repeat that more than once. I was just so struck by the whole thing. Kind people, a lot of them. It was just a wonderful time. I didn't pick up a lot of stuff. And when I watch other people pick up stuff at shows, they pick up much older things than I did. I don't know about that. And they pick up more. But that's not who I am, and I don't live in their zip code, so I'm going to do it my way. And I will show those to you in just a couple of moments. I also went to a card store right after leaving the show. Well, we went to have lunch. But by the way, I will show you what I had for lunch. It was amazing. Yeah, I'm going to be one of those guys that took a picture of his lunch. Can't wait to show you. It's because there's something very strange about it. Cool, but strange. Show that to you in just a minute. I like the card store so much. It was Stadium Sports Cards. I'm going to do a show on their store. I'm going to take $100 and show you what $100 buys me at their card store. I want to do that pretty soon because it just sounds like fun. I'm going to come back with some cards. You're going to come back with some entertainment, and everybody wins. All right? Okay, let's take a look at what I had for lunch. Sorry about this. Just indulge me. The place was called the Ford Garage, and somehow they are related to the Ford company. I can't explain it. Everything in there is automotive related. It's really amazing. The door handles to open up the doors are gas pumps, the nozzles on gas pumps. The bathroom sinks are kind of like encased in tires. It's really cool. And here's what I had to eat. It was some kind of chopped sirloin with bacon, jam, and all the veggies you wanted, and these delicious French fries. And look at the bun. It's got a brand on it. Somehow they put a brand, Ford Garage, on there. That was cool. Anyway, I thought you'd like to see that as we took a break between two of the events, the show and the store. All right, let's go ahead and get into this a little bit because some of the stuff I want to show you, especially one of the things I discovered at the show, a new card that I haven't seen before that I think I'm going to go after. I'm going to show that to you too. And let me explain to you what it is. In the American Card Catalog, it's called the Sports Exchange Post W603. It's kind of a big page with a photograph of the star on it. Apparently, they were done between 46 and 49, I think. The gentleman that was showing these to me said that what they did is when all the soldiers came back from World War II, they had to be almost reintroduced to a brand new set of fans. The fans had their teams they were watching for the last 4 years. These new guys were rolling back in, although they were actually the old guys. And there was just a way of reintroducing them to the public. And they put them as some kind of a supplement in this magazine that I'm going to show you here. And they shipped them in this envelope you see here. These are all vintage. I look at these and I kind of wish something like this was available now. It's kind of cool. But anyway, let me just show you these. And the very first card you're going to see is a Hank Greenberg. And I would certainly like to get that one. It is really amazing. And here it is. There's the Greenberg. That's Slaughter, Country Slaughter. Stan Musial. Look at that card. That is a beautiful card. Rogers Hornsby. And Lefty Grove. Now, he said that there are a lot of other stars in different years that they did this with. And Some of the cards are much smaller. I haven't seen them, so I don't know how much smaller. These are 7 inches by 10 inches, but it looks like they may be close to what we're used to as a regular baseball card. And they were called the Sports Exchange Post Miniatures W602 in the American card catalog. I kind of fell in love with this Hank Greenberg thing, so I think I'm going to go after it. Anyway, here are the cards. So thanks for joining me for my pickups and show-offs that I picked up during the Detroit Sports Spectacular, which was last weekend. And, I didn't get a lot, but I got what I wanted. And I started with this. I saw this at a show about a week before down in Shipshewana. And I've got this card, but I'm trying to put another run together. And somebody wanted $80 for the last one. This one's a little off center and some corner wear, but this is perfect for me. The 71 Yankees Thurman Munson card. Tagging out Pat Dobson sliding in. Still a beautiful card. I like it a lot and very happy with the price, and I'm ready to start that run. Next thing I did, I got me a 64 Warren Spahn. Need this card for my set. Got a good deal on it, and it's a nice looking card. Same thing with this one. I was at a show where somebody was asking $75 for this, and I thought, no, I don't think so. So I actually didn't pay that price on there. I was actually talked down a little bit, and it was a good price. And now I'm 2 cards closer to my 64 set. And, one of the things, first of all, I need to know if you do this. When you go to card shows or card stores, can you stay focused? Because I was focused on these. And me and my buddy Bob, we went to the show. And what we did is anytime we go in the front door of a show, we always turn right and start shopping. I said, let's do something different. Let's turn left. So, of course, we turned left. And right away, I ran into the guy that had this at a good price. This at a good price, went across the aisle, got this at a good price. So we were spending money right away as opposed to going around and looking and window shopping. And I don't regret it because I got some good bargains here and I got what I wanted. So if you go in, next time, go left. Another thing that we did, that I did with Bob anyway, I said, hey, don't let me do any impulse buying. You know how bad I am at impulse buying. So as we're walking pretty much close to getting out of the event, I walked by this guy and he's going, hey, you like Lions? And I went, yeah, I like the Lions. And he goes, well, all these $15 cards I am selling for $3 each. You buy 10 of them, it's what? They're $2.50 each. They're $25. I was about ready to pass him up and I looked down and I saw this. I don't know what you call it. It's a green something. I said, okay, wait a minute. Let's take a look at some more of these. Jamar Gibbs? Okay, wait a minute. Now he's got me. Oh, we are now in the grips of some serious impulse buying. Look at that. You know what this is? It's an acetate card. I'm a sucker for acetate cards, but Aiden Hutchison. These are Chrome's cards, by the way, for $2.50 a piece. I don't think I did a bad job at this at all. That's not a Chrome card, but that is David Montgomery. It's a neat looking card. These were all he was just thumbing them out, throwing them on the table. Sam Laporta, another Sam Laporta. And then I got me a real nice Cade Cunningham. Again, it's one of those green, fuzzy little things. I don't know what they're called. I'm not a big buyer of basketball or football for that matter, but I like Detroit teams. So anyway, is that an impulse item? Maybe. Wasn't on my list, but it was there. Okay. Last thing I did is when I walked out of there, I picked up some of these one-touch things. I don't think that's the right name for these. It's that one-touch is probably a brand name, but these are $1.50 a piece. I thought that was a pretty good deal. I got 5 of them that I'm putting a small insert set together where there are 6 cards. I've already got one in one of the one touches. I just needed 5 more, so I picked those up. Then we went to a store. It's this store right here, Stadium Sports Cards. It's not too far. It was just like, I think it was 18 miles away, and it was on the way home. And it was a fabulous, fabulous little store. It wasn't one of the big fancy ones that you see, not like they had Sports Cards HQ or whatever they are. This was the old-fashioned one. And I'm telling you, the selection was great. The prices were good. The guy running it was just this wonderful young man who was just engaging both me and my friend Bob. I just wanted to look around. I wasn't sure I wanted to buy anything. Found a few things. I was looking for another one of these. I've got 2 of them, but I wanted more because, well, I like to buy up a lot of cards that I think were going to become valuable. And I think this one is definitely going to be more than $12 at the end of the year. Also, look at this. This is an impulse item, but I walked by this huge, huge display of Tiger cards, and I'm a huge Cabrera collector. These are all the cards I didn't have. They were $2 and $3, sometimes $1. Arias with V-Mart. Look at that one. That's a neat card. Really nice. That's a die cut. Thought that was neat. And this is one of my favorite sets of the 20,000s, man. That's a nice set. I don't have the set, but I sure do like the cards. And that's my pickups for the show I went to in Novi, the Detroit Sports Card Spectacular, which was spectacular. It's probably one of the best shows I've been to ever since I got back into the hobby, and it was just fun. There were just great people there. And as you could see with the video I had earlier, it wasn't really crowded. We went on a Sunday, and they were starting to wind things down. And that's where these right here, these cards, these Lions and Pistons cards, the guy said it's time for him to go. He wants to get rid of everything. He doesn't want to take anything out of the store, out of the event with him. So he's putting them down, and a couple of, I don't know, 4 or 5 kids were watching me go through them, and they jumped right in, and they started grabbing stuff as well. So it was kind of a free-for-all for a minute. I wasn't gonna like poke check one of these little 15-year-olds into the boards just so I could get me a nice Jahmyr Gibbs card, but it was fun, and I sure enjoyed it. And there you go. What fun. We'll do this pickup thing again when I do some pickups. I enjoy doing this, and I hope you enjoy seeing them. Hey, like, subscribe, and comment if you'd like, especially on these W603s. I think they're pretty cool. I want to know what you know. Like, subscribe, and comment. Talk soon.
Cardboard meditation helps set your mind right. Thank you for watching. Show us your appreciation by clicking the like and subscribe button. Ring the bell while you're at it so you'll know when we upload a new story.